everybody. Welcome back to the Minus 20 podcast. I am your game master, Jay. We're playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition, our homebrew campaign, Vigilante. You know, I was thinking, like, when you introduce yourself, I'm going to go around and tell everyone who's here, etc. But when when you introduce yourself, of course, your name and character, I want to know what kind of role you would be in a circus. Nobody can be a clown unless they want to unless they want Holly's ire forever. So
no,
I am Jay,
I mean,
the
hey,
game master.
I don't hate on other people's fetishes, so that's
okay. So you can be a clown, but just not around Holly.
Yeah.
I am Jay, the mesmerist.
Really?
I'm here with Holly.
Hey, put me on the spot.
Yeah.
I would do something with the animals, like the tigers, you know, making them jump through the hoop, or like riding around on the horse. That's what I would do.
And you're playing Seraphina.
And I'm playing Seraphina.
Right. I'm here with John.
Oh, hi. I'm John. I'm here. If I was in a circus, I'd probably be the ringmaster. I don't actually do any fancy tricks, but I can announce people and I can yell at people when they're not on their cues.
That's funny because
John.
both of our characters in Extinction Curse. That's
What
we
I-
just basically described.
That was what I was thinking. I'm like, we already did this, Jay. Like, we had a campaign for it.
Which may be why I started with you guys, to give the other people a chance to think. Which would be smart of me, but no, I just started left to right. James.
I would be unemployed. I despise circuses. They are. You know what? I'm not going to yuck anybody else's yum. I just don't like them.
Well, you could sell the beer or whatever, the peanuts.
No,
Yeah.
I'll be somewhere else.
You'd
Parking-
be
You'll
the
be
parking
the
lot
animal rights
attendant.
protester in front.
That is an element of it.
yeah,
yes.
yeah. You could be the
There's also
city
an element
inspector
of
who drives them
certain
out of
levels
town.
of, you know.
But if I'm taking
sanitariness,
care of the animals,
I want nothing to do with it.
You'd be the
James would be a health
underpaid guy,
inspector.
like annoyingly taking tickets from people and telling them to get on the ride.
Park the cars.
That's right. Nate.
Hi, that's me. I play Shepherd.
Oh, yeah. James plays Bo Poncho. And
I do?
Vendetta Bear.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sorry, go
Sometimes
ahead,
Bo
Nate. I
Poncho
didn't
plays
mean to-
James.
Yeah.
This is the
Um,
longest and most convoluted introduction
I
ever.
know.
Yeah.
Just mixing it up.
And I would be the maintenance guy. I'm just going around changing out all the burned out light bulbs.
That's so terrible.
That's awesome.
I appreciate that. It's a
No,
very
that's a
valuable
great
job.
thing.
I know.
That's the kind of job I wish I had right now. Diana.
I play Kira. Hi. I would be a jester or the juggler, like some kind of fool that is just trying to make people laugh.
Maybe
you can be a clown if you want.
I don't want to be a clown. The wigs.
Wigs, not a.
Yeah, no
you
wigs.
don't like the wigs.
We're
They're
shoring off
itchy.
wigs lately.
I was a clown one year for Halloween and I lost my wig and my mom was so mad. We think I got caught in a tree or something. I don't know.
Wow.
So no wigs.
That's a complicated clown backstory.
How frustrating do you think it is for like people that were professional clowns, like, you know, all the way up till the 80s, just they're all about joy and happiness and like bringing that smile to children, and now they're
It's this.
classified as like
yeah.
creepy serial killer monsters. Like,
Yeah. That's another topic for another bant, I think. Anyways, we're going to do a quick bant in a second, but before we do that, I just want to do another couple things. One is we got another What I Got Wrong. This one is a quick one. Diana knows what's coming. In a previous episode, I allowed Diana to ready an action that included both devise a stratagem and a strike.
Thank you.
That is incorrect. According to the rules as written for the ready action, you choose a single action or free action you can use. So that's the end of that. No more
I profited off it
kick-ass.
for the
Yeah.
last time.
It was funny. That one came up because I was editing that episode
Yeah.
and I was like, wait, should I just pop up what the actual ruling is on top of this?
Yeah.
No, we'll just bring it up into what we got wrong.
Yeah.
I think in a hot dish we discussed the fact that in this campaign you guys probably get one hack, some creative hack with your feats until we figure out the right way to do it, and then no more. So
We capitalize on that. Thank you.
Also in this episode 36, we are resetting hero points. Everyone has one, and I would like to give the extra hero point this week to Marth for your spicy conversation with Boss Hatchet.
oh yeah,
Where he threatened Marth not to become a loose end.
that was a great feeling.
So
You're having a great day, Martha.
Pissing off everyone. I just want to be friends.
So what I do want to talk really quick about the banter right now is game related. We forgot to talk about the week off you all had between the takedown of Grogan and Zolak and the discovery of the arrest of the quote-unquote Vigilant. So let's just really quick go around the table. You know, we can also do a roll for income if you guys were working and want a little extra gold in your pocket. But let's go around the table and discuss what you did, what kind of items you worked on. I know some of you exchanged runes and stuff, but just for clarification for the audience to get a feeling of where you're at now with your equipment and everything. Let's start. I'm going to go left to right again.
Woohoo.
Poor Holly.
Well, how could you forget that I delivered a baby
That's true.
with
You wanna
Kira's
do a-
assistance?
We delivered a
Gift of
baby.
life.
You want to do the earn income for your...
Sure.
Okay, so how this works is we're going to use...
How to exploit the laboring class, you know.
We're going to use the earn income table here. This is a downtime activity. You are level 3, and I assume you're going to roll your medicine check for your midwifely duties.
Makes sense.
And so what level of proficiency are you with medicine?
Expert.
Okay, great. So I need you to go ahead and roll a medicine check. This will be against your level DC 18, and let's see how you do. And then we'll figure out what you earn from that.
14.
14 for a
23.
23. That is a success. That means you earn 5 silver pieces per day.
Whoa.
And we'll say 7 days. That's 3 gold, 5 silver for the week.
3 gold, 5 silver.
Nice. And did you do any equipment purchasing or selling or anything that's notable?
I hit up my mom for some healing potions
Nice.
and got the friends and family discount. So
Perfect. I have established that since Seraphina's mom makes this stuff that you guys can buy health-related potions for half price.
Huge.
So basically at cost. Nice. John, what about you? What did you do? What do you want to do? You want to roll for some, I guess income probably wouldn't be. How do you make
Like-
money? I don't know.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that Marth does get I don't know if it would be an actual, well, that's different. That he has recorded, but I think that
Yeah.
there is I don't know, in quotation marks, government like salary. Like he does actually have a city role. So,
Sure.
and then, I mean, as we've described from where he lives, it's not like he's, spending tons of money. He lives in squalor. Anyhow, so I think Marth spent most of that week basically working on his different machinations of like, hey, let's get the soup kitchen off of my plate and actually set up. And maybe I can get Shepard involved into that.
Right.
And maybe I can get Bo and Shepard into the same place together to figure out some of this kind of stuff and work stuff out. And then he spends a lot of time talking to the different contacts, contractors, getting invoices and working on the books of recording all that stuff. So yay that we got ground broken on the school, but that involved a lot of...
So you think we should roll income for Marth as well this week? It sounds
I don't think so.
Oh, no, okay.
Marth isn't, it's not that he's taking the money, it's that he is recording
right.
all the money that has come into the project and all the money that's been spent on the project
You
and
work
how
for a
they don't
nonprofit.
make the same numbers.
Okay, cool. And did you any notable equipment changes, purchases, or rune switches, anything like that?
So I handed over my rune for the +1 to
the potency crystal, rune,
the group, which then ends up over with Bo Pancho. I don't think that I probably in the last week I probably didn't go over to Bo hey, here's this thing to help stab me better.
right between the shoulder blades works great for
That's
me.
And
I noticed you were a little off with the strike before.
And then all that Marth has really been spending any money on is kind of basic trap type stuff, like caltrops and dust bags, that kind of stuff. Nothing crazy.
Okay. Cool. James, what did Bo Pancho do this week that is of note?
Couple of fun things. One, I realized in Foundry that I never actually equipped the actual armor that I was wearing because about to buy another plate. I'm like, oh, there's this wooden breastplate. This seems more thematic for Bo. I'll go buy this. And makes less, like, no one would think twice about, oh, there's wood in there. Yeah, he's a less sheet. There would be wood. So a little bit more or less conspicuous / I can actually equip it and get my proper AC this time.
Nice. So up until now, we can retcon this the vision of Bo with this wooden armor slung over his shoulder as he's fighting.
I kind of envisioned it was a leather thing that it would be like still under the vines kind of thing. You'd be protecting kind of that core element of himself. So like it visually wouldn't have looked all that different. But now if anyone was like really inspecting and being like ting, ting, ting on my chest or something, be like, oh, there's a wood breastplate in there. And yeah, attached a rune to the gun sword. So a little bit more accurate for attacking team members. I also would have bought a bramble board, which is basically a leshy version of chess.
Oh, great.
I know we talked about jokingly Bo being an old man and playing chess out in the
park.
In the
park.
park,
So
yeah.
I will pick up a bramble board.
Nice, with the other leshies gathered around.
Exactly.
Cover for meeting with Falcone.
That's true. Yeah, you could have a chess game with Falcone. That's
Way
a
to
great
really
idea.
spoil that. That was
Oh.
literally what I was going to do.
sorry, James. We can edit that out.
Funny.
I wanted a cover here. But it's funny, I had to invent that because Pathfinder doesn't have, like, in the other system, they have the dragon chessboard.
Yeah.
Like, Pathfinder didn't have one, so you're welcome, Pathfinder. You now have one.
Yay. Cool.
Oh, and then, yes, obviously, I'd be working at the shop.
Oh, do you want to? Let's roll for income for that. That's probably what trying to a nature check.
Performance. So you're selling.
Oh yeah, and so what you think society then?
I was thinking performance. Like
Sales
Sure.
pitch.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And what level?
as someone who works sales, trust me,
Yeah.
it is a performance art.
Is that what level of proficiency you are? Is
That is trained.
okay. Great. So go ahead and make that roll. DC 18.
Oh, one short, 17.
17. Okay. So that is a fail. So you get 8 copper per day. So that is 8 times 7 is
3.5.
56.
56?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 5 silver, 6 copper for this week's. You were clearly distracted, probably in and out of the shop all week. Didn't make your usual amount of money. Thanks for the math. Nate, what did Shepard do this? Oh, he started working.
Yeah, he's got a job now.
Yeah.
Like a actual job.
Yeah.
Thanks to Martha and the
You're welcome. Get to work.
charity of the city, which he kind of took half reluctantly because doesn't really. He was an attendee at soup kitchens, not necessarily running one. So after going out to the farm with Bo, not metaphorically, came back with a lot of supplies and is now feeding the folk of the 7th Ward. So he did that, and he also got his sword all dolled up with a striking impotency rune that we've collected along the way.
Nice.
So
Yeah, no, that striking rune is going to be very useful
very.
to
Now I can
Shepard.
use runic weapon on Kira's short bow, or
Yeah.
you have a plus one already.
Yeah. Still, but it's that double die.
Double die,
It's
that's
adding
true.
the die
Yes.
damage is probably, to me, I mean, the +1 is great, but that double die is really key,
Mm-hmm.
especially at these lower levels. Cool. So I think we're going to give Shep his first paycheck.
Oh boy,
First ever.
what do I roll for that?
I would say either medicine if you're doing your clinical duties, or society for like your administrative prowess.
Well, Shep's not trained at all in society, nor charismatic.
Yeah.
So he would probably default to being a producer rather than an administrator. So I'll probably roll medicine for
Yeah,
that.
that's good because there's no column here on this table for untrained.
Mm.
What level of proficiency is Shep with medicine?
Expert.
Expert. Great. Let's roll that. Give me a DC 18 check on your medicine.
It's at 18?
It is an 18.
DC 18. All right, then I definitely need to roll for this. Plus 10 to the roll. See if we get lucky.
Ooh.
Boy, she's taking forever to roll.
Oh, you rolled a 20.
Oh, nice. Sweet.
All right. That is a success. You earn 5 silver per day. So that's 3 gold, 5 silver in Shep's
Whoa.
pocket.
Awesome. I'm sure we'll reinvest that real soon.
And Diana, what was Kira? Oh, Kira was.
She helped deliver a
Yeah.
baby, but she also, as long as the townsfolk are not suspicious of pen, she'd still be trying to do pen work.
I think they would be, especially in our old neighborhood, it would be very tricky. Let's lean into the assistant midwife
Oh,
duty.
no.
I'm going to say it's a little bit lower level. I'm going to give it a level 2. So the roll will be a DC 16.
Okay.
Do you have either medicine or society?
Oh, society. I'm an expert in.
All right, let's go ahead.
I
Roll
was
that.
coaching her through that, remember?
You were
Yeah.
supporting
Verbally
her. Yeah.
supporting her.
All right, give me a DC 16. It'll be less pay.
I rolled a 14 for a 26.
Ooh, you're
26
meant
is
to
a
do
critical success, which means that bumps you up one on the was it task level +1 and your proficiency rank. So you bump up to level 3. So you also get 3 gold,
Woo.
5 silver for your week's work. You got slipped a little extra tip as they saw that Seraphine was holding a little bit out on you. She's probably not paying you much, is she? Here's a little extra. You did such a good job holding my hand. I thought you were going to pass out there.
I was.
this. Yeah, who was holding whose hand?
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's right. You poor thing. Here, take this extra, extra copper.
Just put it away for your baby.
Yeah.
No.
And did you have any notable equipment?
Oh, yeah.
upgrades?
So I purchased a potency rune.
Nice.
And I took the +1 striking. We went to Caldo's Curiosities and had him help us switch the striking rune from the crossbow we found to the short
potency
bow.
rune.
Potency, sorry,
Yeah,
what did I say?
Striking, which, yeah.
Well, we bought the potency, but we switched the striking from the crossbow to the short bow. Didn't Caldo have to help us with that?
Yes, but I think you only had one striking rune in the party, and that Shep took it.
Shep, I got one from the crossbow that we removed.
Mm-hmm.
That's different than Shep. And that's different from the striking rune that was on the dagger. We found
thought
a plus,
crossbow was a potency one because it was a +1.
Yeah,
so it just becomes a +1 short bow.
that's right. Yeah.
Got it.
Yep.
My
I can
bad.
check my
My
notes
bad.
real quick.
Yeah,
Let me
I may
see.
have.
My bad.
No worries.
So it's just a +1. It's not a striking. I misunderstood that, but yeah. So now I have a +1 short bow. Still exciting.
Should add your gold back because you spent the gold to buy.
Well, I had to buy a potency rune still. Or
No, that is a potency rune.
Sorry.
Striking rune.
Striking rune is like 60 gold or
Yeah,
something.
Okay.
they're more
Yeah. Then I
expensive.
get my gold back. Sweet. I'm rich.
Yeah. A striking rune is 65 gold. I don't think anyone has that.
Not yet.
that
No.
many.
I'm on my way. And then I also exchanged my armor. A couple episodes we were kind of discussing why I had a negative effect. I mistakenly bought a studded leather armor when we started this campaign, and I meant to just buy a leather armor, so I made that switch as well. So now I won't have that negative modifier.
That old +0 strength limits your armor choice a little bit there. All right, cool.
So I want to roll things too.
Oh,
So I was
okay.
thinking
Yeah.
maybe for like a downtime, I could maybe do like an infiltration roll for trying to get myself a little more into the Boss Hatchet organization, figure out who goes to where and what goes to where, and make myself important in it.
Okay, sure. What I'll say is we'll roll, let's see, what's a good subterfuge roll? Probably stealth, deception. Deception may be the one to roll for that.
Okay, I can do that.
And then if you succeed, we'll say you get a temporary bonus to recall knowledge about anything related to the sort of criminal network that Boss Hatchet and Bugsy Blackwater are involved in. Does that sound fair to you?
Sure, great.
Okay.
I'm more thinking on the long term of like, when it comes time to do things to them. Well, I mean, nothing's going to happen to them, right? This is all going to stay the same. But all right, so let's do a roll.
So I'm going to say it's a DC 18. If you succeed, I'll give you a +1 to checks. If you critically succeed, you get a +2.
All right, I got a 20.
Okay, so anytime you have a question like, would I have heard of this, like fence or this, we'll give you a +1 check to recall knowledge.
Wonderful.
Yeah, cool.
I did a thing, guys.
Yay.
Nice.
Maybe you have lunch with Bugsy after the groundbreaking ceremony. And
Interesting. And how exactly do you move all your goods? What? I mean,
imagine this here quiche where an illegal...
He does love a good quiche, right?
That's right, yeah.
I switched back to studded leather armor while we talked about that. Because the leather armor still has the negative bonus. I missed that. And the studded gives me an extra 1 to my AC, so I'm sticking with studded.
Oh, does it require? I think
Both
it
of them.
shouldn't give you because a leather strength for leather. Okay, here's the thing. For each armor, and this is fine to talk, because I think, this is an
We're
interesting aspect
learning.
of Pathfinder. Each armor has a strength requirement. And if you fail that strength requirement, you get the penalties associated with the armor.
Yeah,
So in the case of leather armor, the strength required is 1. So there would be no check penalty for
My
you.
strength is plus 0.
I mean, I'm sorry. The strength requirement is 0.
Oh, I wonder why it's still telling me in Foundry. I assumed Foundry was smarter than me.
It should be smarter than us. We can take a look at that later, but
Yeah,
leather
we can
armor
look later.
is strength 0 requirement. And it, yeah.
Right.
So
And it did.
I have studded leather too, and I have a plus 0, so I'm getting. So that's a penalty to what?
those checks were like stealth, that kind of thing. Yeah.
I also don't have 4 decks. Is that why I have a negative?
No, dex. That's the dex cap. So each armor also has the maximum amount of dex bonus you can apply to your AC while wearing it. So some armor has a dex cap of 0, which means no matter how dexterous you are, you don't get any bonus to your AC from your dexterity.
Yeah, so the full plate Shep now can afford to buy and is going to buy means I don't benefit at all from dexterity.
Exactly.
Because it's too restricting for me to be dexterous in. So Shep will buy full plate.
Yeah. So if you have 0 dex, it's right. Like, who cares about the dex cap? So we'll figure it out. We'll take a look at Foundry later. But
Okay.
in theory, you shouldn't be getting any kind of check penalty while wearing regular leather armor. Studded leather, I think, has a 1 requirement, strength of 1. Something to think about, like at level 5, you can boost your ability scores.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to improve your armor, that's something you could choose to as you're looking over that list.
Quick, let's go fight stuff. Level up.
Yeah. So last we left off, you guys were in the lair discussing the news you saw written about in the new newspaper, The Hammer and Tongs. Yeah, you're laughing because
I
we
know,
did a
new
recap.
newspaper,
Like,
new
we can't say
newspaper.
new newspaper. So the new weekly newspaper, I think was the wording we
Mhm.
settled on. So the story in the new weekly newspaper, The Hammer and Tongs, sort of describes what happened, that the city guard, the town guard, picked up the Vigilant, and that the Vigilant were allied with Grogan and actually setting the fires and terrorizing the district to extort money from the city, but also pretending to be heroes to get the people of the 7th Ward on their side. This has caused a lot of excitement in the ward, right? And the trial is set for the next day. And there was a list of things you guys wanted to do before that date. We left off when you guys were all in the lair. And before we jump to, what you're going to do next in relation to this trial, I just feel like there are some uncomfortable conflicts going on in the group. Maybe things that you want to talk about that aren't necessarily directly related to what's going on with the district. Is anyone think that too? Is like,
Yeah.
what do you guys? Yeah, go ahead.
We got important information to share.
Yeah. You want to kick things off?
Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah.
Because it's just, Serafina, ever since we've just been sharing more, it just eats me alive to keep secrets from you. And this was not meant to ever be a secret. It's just we haven't had time to talk yet. But I wanted to circle back. And gentlemen, you might as well listen too. But I just, don't make it a thing, okay? It's just not a thing. But I went back and I talked to the stranger. The
Okay.
creepy guy. I know. Don't make it a thing, Marth. Just don't even look at me like that. I mean,
For the record, I am looking at her like that.
he clearly knows a lot. He already is suspicious of us, but I thought that maybe we could get more information. Plus, this shadow circle sounds really cool. But anyways, we had a very good talk. Shep, he didn't seem very dangerous this time. I mean, he's always dangerous. But long story short, he reiterated that whoever is hiring him to hire me to spy, and I'm doing the air quotations, on Serafina, if they meant her harm, she'd already be dead. And I think we kind of get that from that guy, right? Like, if he wanted her dead, she'd probably already be dead. So we kind of had this good talk about he probably doesn't want her dead. And then we kind of played this fun guessing game about like what the shadow circle does. And he made it sound like we could leverage this for more information or better information from a higher bidder. Anyways, I just wanted you to know you're probably a little safe, but obviously somebody's trying to find out information on you. It's probably baby daddy and that family and stuff. But the talk went really well. I think we're kind of buddy-buddy. He's impressed with my work.
Because that's what it's all about.
Question?
Wait, I thought baby daddy was dead.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Baby daddy family, So yes, they are probably very interested in Echo, but my guess is these people have a lot of money. So if they really just wanted Echo or wanted to kill Echo, like that would have already happened. If they wanted me dead, that would have already happened. So I think we got some options. I just wanted to bring that to your guys' attention so we can go in with knowledge. We, meaning me, obviously.
What if this is a big elaborate test for you? And
I
the
think
shadow
so.
circle. Wait a minute, I'm not done. What if the time comes and they're going to say, okay, if you want to join us, you have to kill Seraphina, or you have to kidnap this child?
I did make it clear that that was like a very, clear line in the sand with my ethics. So I think we're good there.
How bad do you want to join this shadow circle?
No. I would not kill you. You guys are like my first priority, and then Shadow Circle is plan B if this falls apart, but I would not hurt you for the Shadow Circle.
So just backing up just a little bit, what do you mean by you did a fun guessing game?
I'm just wondering
he
about
was
that
like,
actually
yeah.
also.
He was just quizzing me to see if I could figure it out on my own, which I did. I nailed it. He was just kind of like, let's see how smart you are, Pen.
So you had a conversation with the guy that made it clear that if he wanted to do bad things to us, he easily could.
Mm-hmm.
And he convinced you that you're awesome.
Yeah.
And then he had you answer all of your own questions instead of telling you anything.
I mean, kind of like that, I guess.
Okay.
This was my job, by the way. I got hired from him before I started this job, so like, I'm just trying to wrap up.
I mean,
loose ends.
to kind of put it out there for you, like, did he actually tell you anything?
I mean, yeah, he was answering questions, and he did tell me if he wanted Seraphina dead, she'd be dead. So that was a thing he told me.
Well, okay, but just because somebody can kill somebody doesn't mean that there wouldn't be repercussions.
I'm gonna have to keep talking to him. Like, I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful, but I think we've kind of decided that he could have a lot of information. And Bo gets to talk to Falcone. By the way, are you guys like okay? Because I don't know that we've really talked. How are you guys doing?
I was good with him. Martha asking how much you got played on this. We don't need to bring me into it.
No, for sure. But, the stranger's an outside issue. I want to make sure we're good here.
Sure, we can talk about that in a moment. Let's just maybe, as an outside advisor voice. You know what you're doing. You're very good at this. But just perhaps the next time you talk with the shadowy guy, maybe you should make sure that he actually is the one saying information and not just you throwing everything that you might think of out there for him to know.
Also, just because nobody has killed me yet doesn't mean that they couldn't at any time. And if whoever hired him has only good things in mind, then why has nothing happened in that way either?
That's fair. And he did not say the person that hired him only had good things in mind. He kind of made it sound like the Shadow Circle kind of goes where the scale is tipped. So we can also sway the Shadow Circle to act or not act.
Well, we obviously don't have the resources to make it worth their while.
So we kind of said that the Shadow Circle, he kind of told you that they don't really do anything in particular.
Oh, but
like
they get
he wouldn't
hired.
commit to one way or the other.
It sounded like they get swayed by the highest bidder. And I'm under the impression that doesn't necessarily mean straight gold value. It could be information. It could be, whatever. So just bringing it to you guys that we don't have to be helpless and wait to see if something happens. We could actively seek out something that could tip the scales in our favor. So that's all. And I just wanted to bring that to you to think about.
Well, if this is his family, have gold. I mean, I know you said it's not necessarily just gold, but they have enough gold to tip the scales however they want. I mean, they may look at whatever little information we can provide or whatever little service we can provide. They may look at that and then look at, oh, here's 50 platinum. These people would think nothing of that.
Well, you know this family better than we do.
I don't know them that well, but I know what makes them tick. I mean, just what makes all rich people tick.
Well, how much would that information be worth to a different family that also has money? We don't have to be the one providing information for our benefit. We could be providing information that another wealthy family wants. So
then I have 2 wealthy families after my daughter.
No, they don't want you. They want to go after the other wealthy family. You know what I mean?
And what's the best way to do that?
Well, just think about it and let me know if there's anything you think that might be beneficial for the Shadow Circle to know. No pressure. I just wanted to let you know I'm trying to problem solve through this.
Well, thank you for telling me that you talked to him again.
I'll probably talk to him again, but I will touch base beforehand. I let him know that I am communicating with you very openly and clearly, and he totally supports that. So, yeah.
So are you looking to join this organization?
I mean, it would be kind of cool. I don't know how far this is going to go, and I gesture to, the group. I mean, what? We could be done in, a week. But I have the rest of my life. I have to think about other options. So I'm not saying I'm done with, vigilante work again. You guys are my first priority, but I'm a young kitsune. We got to think about my future. So yeah, I'd like to have other options, or at least know what else is out there for me.
I'm just more surprised that, what we're doing here, maybe not be fully altruistic, but you're talking about freedom fighting versus assassin work.
Oh, no.
Because that's what they do.
No, not just that, but to be fair, Bo, we've assassinated people, and we did it because we felt it was right. But the Shadow Circle has different departments, so not everybody are just, out there killing people. Some people are just getting information, or some people are helping tip the scales. So in this instance, I'm now helping tip the scale to protect an innocent woman and her child. That's not bad.
Yeah, but you're still part of an organization.
Well, we're
whose
part of a
primary focus is assassination. Just because you're cleaning up the trash cans around the place still makes you part of an assassin organization.
No, that's not the main thing they do. And again, we've killed a lot of people. We don't have to get into the ethics of it. I'm still learning about it. I've not committed or signed any paperwork yet. I did no pledge. I'm just getting information right now. But I will ask them about the assassinating part, because I am not for that.
I would encourage you to try to draw some comparisons between your new potential career opportunity and, the axes that we've been trying to defend the city against as of recent. Don't need an answer now, but...
She's young. She is going to explore lots of different avenues. That's great. Absolutely. If this maybe is your place in the world, whatever. But try and make sure that you know what your morality is and where you're trying to go with it. Otherwise, a shadowy organization can end up steering it towards the shadows. And just a tiny bit of advice. If you're dealing with a group that is all about information is the most important commodity, perhaps don't be the one sharing all the information.
Yeah. Okay.
Good talk.
Thanks.
This has been fun.
Diana got so swayed by Jay being the stranger that Diana is sitting here what is the big deal, guys? This thing sounds awesome.
Come on.
Why is everybody not excited with me?
Well, and also the more you learn about them and the more you interact with them, the more ties are strengthened. And if you turn your back on them, there may be repercussions for you too. They're not going to just leave a loose end. So just tread very carefully.
Kira is listening to all this with a very much enduring the parents' lecture.
Why do you have to be such a downer?
But I will say seeds are planted. So when Marth was talking about they deal in secrets. Don't give them all your cards. Like that, you could tell that hit home. Like, oh, because she wants to be good at this too. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you can see a lot of it glossing over her head. Like, yep, you guys don't understand. But then you can see points where she like focuses and you're like, all right, well, maybe she heard that part.
Marth might have dealt with a like orphan or two that had similar ideas with like the axes.
Could have made a quick buck by joining the bad guys.
All right, so anything else we have to talk about? And she's again looking at Marth and Bo. This is like really awkward. Are we just pretending nothing happened? Because if so, I'm okay with that.
No, I mean, obviously things happened. I think we both said our piece. I can put aside like my personal business for we got common goals. We're both trying to help and improve the city, and right now we're trying to save some people that have been wrongly accused.
So just so we're on the same page, you know that Boss Hatchet is a slime ball, and you are trying to work around that for the betterment of the city. You're not working with him. Is that kind of true?
I mean, yeah, but you know, that's still a little generalizing of what it is. Because keep in mind that what Boss Hatchet does also cover a lot of the good parts of how our city runs. Things that need to continue to happen. He needs to not
bunch of. Sorry. You go
I'm
on.
sorry. What now, Bo? What did you want to say?
I was just thinking out, since, the kettle was calling somebody else a different color here. And
so glad you brought
like to
this up,
dive into
Kira.
all the, hey, it's okay, I can do half measures and not do what actually we need to do.
So, Bo, what do you run? You run a shop that has holes in the ceiling?
Yep.
And a couple of bottles.
I'd say more than a couple, but yeah.
Okay.
Are you saying
if you stopped doing that,
participating
what would
in
happen
enhancing
to
a
other
gang
people?
is like selling legal
Boss
I don't know where Shepard got it, but he hands a bag of popcorn.
Councilman.
to Kira.
He is
You
our
run the food
alderman.
kitchen now.
Michael Jackson
He
popcorn
runs
right now.
parts of our government.
Yep.
Government needs to be there. He doesn't need to be there, but some of the things that he is doing have to be done in order for citizens to survive.
And until we replace him, we need that function.
I cannot just be undermining everything that he does, because some of the things that he does are like helping to set up this soup kitchen or to make sure that, there is some form of guard around, or that the streets are, still streets and not just piles of rubble. Like, you can be mad that he's corrupt and I work adjacent to that and don't call it out all the time, but you can't be mad that government work has to happen still. Like, that's what society is built around.
All I know is I fight the demons in front of me, and your half measure of trying to, I'm going to find this and the law is just going to come on our side is a pipe dream at best. Because guess what? Who are you going to tell? Who are you planning to tell with all this information? Because you have no one. As we go up the hill, we don't have people to help us. You're going to give it to someone, and they're just going to keep this cycle going. It's all sea cocoa is what it is. All right?
So what you're proposing is we just go to anarchy. The strong is who survives. Not everybody can turn into a giant, vine monster, Bo.
Oh.
Somebody has to take care of the people that have no power and find a way to set up the social society rules that will keep them alive.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying.
So sorry.
Fact of the matter is, we're going to have to take him down, and I don't think you got the spine to do it.
Oh.
You don't even have a spine.
Okay, Kira's pushing Shep in the middle. I am so sorry I started this. We have very strong opinions. I just really wanted to know if we are okay to keep working together despite these strong opinions.
So glad it's not awkward anymore.
Now, like I said, this is all Coco. It's just cycles over and over again. I'll just watch in the background as, the next axe comes through because we didn't step up.
Oh, well, we will cross that bridge when we get there.
I thought you said you wanted us to talk about the awkwardness.
I do, but it's getting more awkward and I'm getting uncomfortable. So, about your guardian, do you have control of that thing or does it just do what it wants?
Well, to be honest with you, that's the first time in 500 odd years that, he kind of took over. I've never really had that before. The guardian works off my emotions. So whenever, I'm flustered or in that fight or flight moment, and I get words were said, but between thinking someone that I've known for 25 plus years now was betraying us and about to backstab us, I was scared. And then respectfully, and he puts kind of the vines, I was like, y'all jumped on me because I was trying to do my best too. You're going behind everyone's back respectfully.
Yep.
And doing your own thing to try to do what's best. And I thought I was doing the same, but then I started getting attacked and he started hearing that fight or flight and, well, he's going to fight before he flights. So my job is flighting and his job is fighting. So that's what happened there. And like I said, it's better part of a century. Never had that before. And I took the last week. I let Shep just kind of take care of Tilly and bringing the stuff back. And I just kind of recommuned with nature and met with some of my Leshy friends. And I think I got it under the wraps. Martha, I may not agree with your methods, but he shouldn't have done that. That was wrong. And I wanted to come and ask, but in the moment, I was a cornered rat and he saw no way out of that. So I'm not saying excuse it. I'm not saying you have to take it as you will, but I will say as myself, Bo, I didn't want that to happen.
Bo, I work with a lot of people who have anger issues or fight or flight stuff, and I have seen how different traumas can affect people and emotions can overcome. So I understand. I'm not overly worried about it. That things happen. Then doesn't make you a bad person because you did a irrational thing. I do worry about the fact that the person that you say you've known for 25 years, you were able to, in the course of one conversation, go to strangling up in the air over his 25 years of history and the last week of life on the line action together. That's what worries me. You losing control to your anger. I work with Boss Hatchet. You don't... I hope this doesn't sound flippant, but you don't scare me, Bo. You just disappoint me.
Oh, that's way worse. Oh.
Wait, you think you're scary?
No.
You can't even kill Boss Hatchet. You're just a little kid that thinks, oh, Daddy Hatchet's going to fix everything.
All right, we're digressing again. We were making good progress.
Yeah, we were. And he walks out the door.
Oh. I just needed to know if he was mad at me. Am I in danger?
Well.
All right. Well, baby steps, right?
Bo's
Talking is
gone.
better than... I know. I'm
Bo's
talking to
gone.
Marth.
Yeah.
Talking is better than strangling. We'll just keep working on this. Proud of you for how you handled that.
Again, believe it or not, I may have had a few people take out their own issues on me before in my life. So, he's got a lot that he's working through, and he has very strong convictions, and I'm not going to fault him for that. I don't enjoy him coming after me, but I can understand a certain amount of perspective, seeing things that way. So yeah, we're fine. I can work with just about anyone. I mean, I don't know what any of you think on any of this, but I think that we're all still on the same page for doing what's right. So the rest of it, I guess I'll just kind of keep to myself and know that I will always have your guys back.
No, I've taken a handful of pretty good hits to the head recently. But you're going to have to remind me. Bo keeps saying y'all and using all-inclusive words for everyone here, but you mentioned that you went behind our back with Boss Hatchet or the work you do. Now, I understand having to work within the confines of the law for you, your occupation, and working with the necessary evil, but I don't particularly see nor remember any times that you went behind our back and were working against us.
No.
Or did something to put any of us in danger.
No. Just because I do something that you don't see doesn't mean I'm keeping it from you. I work in bureaucracy. Most people don't really want to know what it is that I'm doing. If any of you ever have questions, come on over. I'll show you all the books and all the, you can hear me ramble for hours. And I think it's important work. And I try daily to find where that line is that is using a corrupt system to do good and not having that corrupt system use me to do bad. And I mean, there's a possibility that I might have slipped up. Things happen. You can't always keep perspective. I think every one of us has had that moment. But I like to think that I always try and do what's right. And this is the only avenue that I see for one person to make large change. And if that conflicts with anything we do, I'm sorry, guys.
Martha, I'm going to say, is someone who's been a frequent visitor of soup kitchens quite often. People don't necessarily want to see how the soup is made, so to speak, or what goes into it. They're just happy to have a warm bowl of something in front of them and something to fill their stomach. And working with the tools we got, I've torn cloth from my own cloak to wrap the wounds of people. I've been wrist deep in someone else's bowels trying to put them all back in.
Hopefully not before the soup.
Yeah, in no particular order.
Oh, God.
Just...
Poor Kira and her delicate stomach.
I guess what I'm trying to say is it's not pretty, but we're here trying to get the job done and working with what we've got. Now, the transparency, the honesty, I think, between all of us as of recent has been not a religious one myself, but it's been an absolute godsend to work on building trust, which we found we didn't have much of at the beginning there, just being strangers of happenstance and right people, right situation. So I would encourage you to keep sharing and doing what you do from your side. I think you're in a pretty unique situation here where you can work from the right side of the law and see what's going on in the bureaucracy behind those closed doors of Boss Hatchet's office. Well, we can do what we can here on the streets, but...
Gotta be in the office to know what's going on in it. If you guys want to, join in on that fight, I am more than happy to get all the help I can get. But you don't have to deal with any of that. What we're doing is more than enough. Most people don't even get a chance to do anything beyond try and just take care of their own for the day. And look at how much all of you are doing.
I don't think it's a question of Boss Hatchet having to go, but right now I'm starting to see that there's a lot of convoluted lines on where his influence is. So I think it would behoove us to just make sure that we consider all of that before making a move. You know what I mean? Figure out all the things that he's positively impacting so we make sure those don't suffer, and then find all the things that he has his sticky little dirty nail driven claws into and make sure that we permanently eradicate the influence. You know what I mean? So I look at it as it will happen right now. We're still learning and uncovering a lot about this city. I did not know any of this was going on. So
yeah, it's kind of eye-opening, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's fun. But you know what, guys? That's also, you saw, it's a lot. Like, you can't fault Bo's side for, he's seen a lot of it, and he's seen a lot of it over and over and over and over again. So it's natural to be jaded about it and to want to do something to break the cycle. And if he sees us as, or me particularly, as part of the cycle, I get it. It's not fun to have your friends feel that way about you, but he's entitled to his thoughts, his feelings, and I still don't think that he would ever purposefully do anything to any of us. He's just very strong in his convictions.
My concern is that Bo wouldn't ever do anything to harm us. It's Vendetta Verde we need to worry about.
I do want to know a lot more about that.
Yeah. Maybe we can talk to him.
If he doesn't have control, what are we supposed to do if he comes out again? You know, I don't want to put Bo down, but Vendetta Verde could seriously mess us up.
I think we're getting better at battle, but I don't know that we can take on Vendetta. I'm just glad he's on our side, is all I'm saying.
We could put him down if we had to. Shep puts away his sap that he had drawn like amidst this conversation, but
I mean,
no.
I respect everyone's opinion and having different perspectives and everything, but this isn't just arguing over the dinner table. This is a possibility of this guardian coming out and protecting Bo when he feels that he's threatened. And I don't know. I don't like what happened when it happened before, but I'm not going to sit by and watch him kill one of you guys. I'm not going to sit by and watch him kill Marth.
Let's wait till he's calmed down, and maybe this is a conversation we can have with Bo and maybe VV. But we're a team, and I don't think we should be talking about him behind his back like he's not part of the team. He's still part of the team, and let's give him a chance. He said this was the first time it happened in 500 years, and I get it. Like,
I just have that kind of personality, I guess.
Things have been tense. We've been doing a lot of stuff. He learned new information that he felt like, I mean, I get it. So let's keep talking it through, okay?
Well, I mean, how would you feel, Diana, if suddenly I became the angel of death and got
Diana.
it? I mean, Diana. Kira.
You've got so many names, it's hard to keep them all together.
Cut. Edit.
Oh, that's
Leave it in.
How would you feel, Kira, if you and I have a disagreement and I suddenly, I mean, I don't transform, but what if I pulled out one of my spells and used it on you?
Oh, I would be terrified and probably dead. But we have started to overcome a lot, and we did not start on a great track. And that's because we have kept talking and working through it. So Martha's here. He didn't die. Let's keep working through it. I know it sounds really naive and simplistic.
I guess the only thing I would ask, well, first, it means a lot, guys, that you haven't all jumped on the I work for the bad guy bandwagon, because that, I don't know. It means a lot.
You do work for the bad guy.
Yes, that is a fact.
It's
I mean,
a
let's
matter
be
of
clear.
if we hold it against you or not, and I don't think we do.
I don't think you're a bad guy.
This is a kind reminder that the road to hell is paved with good intentions, and we just need to make sure that
I'm very aware of how that works. Kind of a lot of what I was saying about Boss Hatchet. But I digress. The bigger one would be, if things start to happen again, I can't de-escalate it. He's mad at me. He sees me in a certain way. That's, no words from me are going to help with that. You guys are I'm going to count on you guys to help out. Yeah. Also, I'm going to be spending a lot of time with Aria here, who has a few anger issues of her own.
Do you need help de-escalating? He'll hand you the sap.
The last thing I want to say is that there's a lot of morally gray stuff, but we can always choose good. And sometimes we can be on that line to influence the dark areas, right? Which is why I think I should work for the Shadow Circle.
We've come full circle.
And that is
Bringing
why
it back
I
around.
told you that you need to find your morality compass before they set it for you.
Okay. All right. Yes.
She is young and impressionable, and they did give her a really cool offer of a dagger.
It was a really cool dagger, guys. And this guy is so cool. He just disappears, turns into an old man. He's just,
You're
cool.
being groomed.
Not in that way,
like,
though.
All right.
A bad organization.
Well, this is fun. I'm glad that we're all talking, but there are 5 people in a jail cell that are going to be...
6.
6 people in a jail cell. I just suddenly remembered out of thin air 6 that are possibly going to be executed as soon as tomorrow. So we should probably do something about that.
I don't know where Bo just went off to, but we do have to go do some research. I mean, we were going to talk to the newspaper people, see if they knew. I think somebody should talk to you, Tia. Shouldn't be me.
I can go talk to you, Tia.
Should we
She's
go
clearly going to recognize at least one version of me from a previous conversation. So I don't mind doing that. Maybe some of us should check out this jail, see what the courthouse looks like, what the protections are, what if we have to go to a plan B, plan C, whatever it is, of getting these people out, how we might want to go about that.
And while you're talking to you, Tia, we can find Bo and then maybe meet up at the newspaper place?
I think that's probably a good idea. I think less private conversations would probably be a good idea, particularly if it's with the newspaper.
Yeah.
So, right. I guess I'll go find you, Tia.
We'll go find Bo and then stake out the prison?
You need to go talk to the newspaper
Well,
people, don't you?
we're all going to meet up at the newspaper after we find Bo and stake out the prison.
Hmm.
And then Marth can meet us there.
Yeah, you can use your signal stone too, of
Yep.
course.
By our powers combined.
Well, so that's great. I did not expect half of what came out of that session.
Oh, hi,
It was
Jay, you're
amazing.
here.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
Clear
whoa.
the throat a little bit so you're...
The best sessions to
hello.
DM are the ones you don't have to talk
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's it for this session, right? Like, I should reassure the listeners that John and James actually get along just
James
fine.
is a great guy. I think he is wonderful.
And
that
I
was
totally
intense.
know the difference
what
between
you don't
Diana
see,
and
podcast
Kira.
listeners, is the hands on each other's throats right
That's
now.
right.
They act the same.
Well, no, what they don't see is, as John's doing it, I'm just smiling because I'm like, this is so good.
Yeah. So as we, I guess, bring the curtains down on this session of the Minus 20 podcast, we have Bo Poncho, who has stalked out of the lair. We'll follow him.
Stop.
Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah. I didn't even know.
That's the end of the episode. I mean, you can recap if you want, but it's stopping there.
And then we've got a plan for everybody else, which we'll pick up next time on the Minus 20 podcast.
We move through the blocks when the sun drops low. Black mask, steel hearts, that's how we roll. Every corner got a devil trying to claim his space, but we break those axes, keep them off our base. Third person view, but we living it real. Street prophets with a purpose make the wicked ones kneel. Fire breathing demons try to torch our hood. We stand as the barrier between evil and good. Community first, the code we live by. War protect us to the day that we die. No capes on our backs, but we heroes just the same. Fighting in the alleys where nobody knows our name.
Be the ones who hold the line when darkness falls and stars don't shine.
Vigilante justice in the dead of night. Breaking demon weapons by the street light. Every soul we save is worth the risk we take. Heavy is the burden for the people's sake. They don't see us coming, but they feel the change. Mysterious guardians keeping safe their range. From the projects to the avenue, we make our rounds. Silent as the wind, deadly as the sounds of axes hitting pavement when we break their grip. Demons lose their power when we make them slip. War defenders, that's what we claim to be. Fighting for the innocent, keeping our city free.
We the ones who hold the line when darkness falls and stars don't shine.